Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another edition of Top 5 Best PC Game Deals of the Week. Some really good deals this week, so let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5, I mentioned this in a previous video, but I thought I should mention it again for those of you that missed that video, and it is the Humble Monthly, which is absolutely ridiculous this month. It's $12 to enter, and then you'll get 2 games right away, and the rest of the Humble Monthly bundle unlocks on the first Friday of next month. So right away after signing up, you'll get NBA 2K17, which I've heard mixed things about as far as the PC version goes, but that's still a fairly recent game, and you get Pillars of Eternity, which is the real selling point to me for this bundle. If you were to tell me Pillars of Eternity just alone was $12, I'd say go for that. That's a great deal. But here you get Pillars of Eternity, you get NBA 2K17, and you get a bunch of other games next month on the first Friday. Who knows what they will be? But again, you should just see them as added freebies, and usually the games are really good. You can look through the previous month's offerings. They've been really good. And all of them are Steam keys as well, so that's very nice. Like I said, $12 for just Pillars of Eternity is a steal, but then you throw in NBA 2K17, and then you throw in every other game of the bundle. Just a ridiculous Humble Monthly this month. Definitely check it out if you're looking to build your PC game library. Speaking of Humble, we've got an insane Humble bundle. The Humble Capcom Rising bundle is absolutely ridiculous, and all of you guys need to check it out. A lot of you guys actually hit me up on Twitter telling me about this. Trust me, I am aware of what Humble is doing. So as far as the tiers go, if you pay $1 or more, you get Strider, which is a great game. It's like a reimagining of the original game back in the day. Side scroller where you play as a ninja, a lot of fun. You also get Umbrella Corps, which not the best multiplayer shooter in the world, but still you get that. And you get DMC Devil May Cry, which is an awesome action game. It's a reboot of the Devil May Cry franchise, and it's a great game. I'm not a big fan of how Dante looks. Trust me, I love the old school Dante, but still, this is a fantastic game, and you're getting all of that for just $1. And then if you beat the average of $7.25, that'll get you Umbrella Corps, the Deluxe Edition Upgrade Pack, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, that's very nice, Resident Evil HD Remastered, Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster, and Resident Evil 6. So that is a lot of stuff. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record's a great game. The Resident Evil games are pretty good. RE6, I wasn't a big fan of them, but the Resident Evil HD Remaster, definitely a game you should check out, especially if you haven't played it before. So that's the beat the average for $7.25, and that's pretty good. But then if you pay $12 or more, you'll also get Dead Rising 2, so the base Dead Rising 2 game, not Off the Record, the regular Dead Rising 2 game, and then you get Dead Rising 3 Apocalypse Edition as well. That is insane. I believe Dead Rising 3 was like $10-15 over the Steam summer sale. So once again, $12 to get all of that, just a ridiculous deal. Highly recommend to check out this Humble bundle. This is one of the best ones they've done in a long time. Recently, I feel like some of them have been hit or miss. They had the software bundles, which I know a lot of you guys aren't interested in, but this one they knocked it out of the park with a lot of great games. No matter what tier you get, you're getting a lot of great stuff. Even if you pay just $1 for Devil May Cry and Strider, that's a great deal. $7.25 unlocks you a lot more, and then $12 or more gets you Dead Rising 2 and 3. Great Humble bundle. Moving on to number 3, we've got Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which is a great game. It's 80% off, down to $3 on Bundle Stars. This is an indie adventure game with a great art style and a very emotionally gripping story. A lot of people say that this is a game that gives you man tears. I definitely agree with that. It's a very emotional story, and if you like story-driven games, ones that tug at your heartstrings a little bit, definitely check out Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's a great game, and for the cheap price that it's at, $3 is just a ridiculously great deal. It was at this price at the Steam summer sale too, but if you missed out on this then now is as good of a time as ever to pick the game up. Moving on to number 2, also on Bundle Stars, the F.E.A.R bundle. This includes F.E.A.R, F.E.A.R 2 Project Origin, F.E.A.R 2 The Reborn DLC, and F.E.A.R 3. Now, these are some great games. F.E.A.R and F.E.A.R 2 particularly, I really enjoyed. F.E.A.R 3 was a good game. It added cooperative play, but it was just a very short game and not as good as F.E.A.R 2 in my opinion. I thought F.E.A.R 2 was the best of the series, but the bundle with all 3 games is just $5, which is a ridiculous deal. I'd say $5 for just F.E.A.R 2 would be worth it, but then you get F.E.A.R, F.E.A.R 2, and F.E.A.R 3. That's a really good deal. Definitely played through F.E.A.R and F.E.A.R 2, and then if you can convince a friend to pick this up too, you can play through co-op with F.E.A.R 3. It's still some fun. I just want to let you guys know that in my opinion, F.E.A.R and F.E.A.R 2 are the standout of the franchise, but for $5, you can't go wrong with this. Finally, number 1, the Steam Midweek Madness deal. God Eater 2 Rage Burst is 66% off, down to $17. The great thing about this is if you pick this up, you also get God Eater Resurrection for absolutely free, so that is a great inclusion. That's the first game in the series, so you get God Eater and God Eater 2 Rage Burst. A lot of people will compare these games games to Monster Hunter games, Monster Hunter World is still a ways out, so if you want that kind of fix, God Eater isn't a bad option. It's obviously got that Japanese flair to it, and it's got its own unique elements. The story in God Eater is actually quite good. The only thing really holding it back is on the technical side. It is kind of weak. I believe these games were originally developed for the PSP. Obviously, the visuals were improved for the PC release, but at the end of the day, they were built ground up for the PSP, so keep your expectations in line. However, for $17, there's a lot of fun and content to be had, and if you're into Japanese RPG, if you're into the Monster Hunter formula, you'll definitely dig it. And again, you get the first game for free, a really good deal for the price. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Some great deals this week. Humble's got some great offerings. God Eater 2 is a really good deal if you're into JRPGs and you're into Monster Hunter style games. Definitely check that out. That game's been going a little bit under the radar on PC. Brothers is obviously great, and the F.E.A.R bundle is a terrific deal. So that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.